Hey guys, what's going on? Rooster here, bringing you another commentary today, and today I got some Domination on Zoo for you guys. But what I really wanted to address today was, I really wanted to talk about the differentiation between the competitive playlist and, the normal playlist that most of the players actually play in. And the reason why I wanted to bring this up is because, there was actually an MLG event this past weekend. It was MLG Columbus. If you guys have never seen, an MLG event, it's really interesting to watch. There's some really good players. I really like to watch the Halo, but Black Ops has made its entry into MLG on the PS3. Sadly, not the Xbox, but it has definitely made its entry onto the MLG scene. So watching that and seeing those kids play is pretty awesome. They're very good players, and it's really something special to watch. But I just wanted to really compare, the difference between this playlist and the competitive or the MLG playlist. Now, the whole reason why Black Ops was pushed with the competitiveness was because of the fact that Treyarch decided to go to one of the MLG events and actually, see how it was and get input from actual players who play MLG. Now, without Treyarch doing this would probably be impossible because they wouldn't know what players liked, they wouldn't know what was fair and what wasn't, and they really probably wanted to push their game out of the scene to make a really big impact on that whole community as a whole. So the reason why they did this was because Call of Duty had never really been in MLG. Really only Call of Duty 4 had been in MLG. Modern Warfare 2 and World at War never made an appearance, I don't believe. But Treyarch really wanted to work with the community, and I really respect them from that. And, watching the MLG event was awesome. There's some really good players to play. Just to clarify I did not go to the MLG event. I just watched it on the live stream, which is at MajorLeagueGaming.com. The next MLG event will probably be in a month or so. They're usually around every month, I believe. Not exactly sure. But, the thing about that gameplay and the thing about these types of gameplays is that in these types of gameplays, we really like to vary it up with the different types of guns. Now, I know I'm using a Galil in this, and you really see a lot of assault rifles when you guys see gameplays, because assault rifles are definitely the most dominating force in this game. Now, a lot of the commentators, and especially people in MLG, don't really like to use submachine guns. The only submachine guns you really seem to be using is really the AK-74U, because that gun is beyond powerful, and it's just straight up ridiculous. It has so much damage to it, and it can do really well. Before it was patched up earlier in the game, it was awesome. I mean, it was just unstoppable. But the reason why people like to use assault rifles is because they can be used at a far distance or at a close distance, and they can be just as effective from either area. So when I was watching the MLG event, every single player was using a FAMAS. Now, I found this to be really interesting. Now, the FAMAS is definitely one of my favorite weapons in this game. It's a great gun. You can vary it up. It shoots at long distances, short distances. It's a pretty much, a do whatever the hell you want gun, and it's awesome. All these players were using the FAMAS. Now, even to compete with those players, nice triple kill feed right there, even to compete with the players in the MLG playlist, you pretty much have to use the FAMAS. This is the only choice you really have. I'm not exactly sure on the rules, what's legal and what's not. For instance, the Commando, the Galil, for instance, I'm not exactly sure if those are legal or not, but literally I was watching it and everybody was using the FAMAS. I don't know if you guys have heard of, Team Fear, or Optic Gaming, and, this new team called Quantum Leverage or Quantic Leverage. I'm not exactly sure what their name is. I believe it's Quantic Leverage. That's one of the top teams, but all those teams really, all they do is use the FAMAS. Now, they all have their own variation of what type of reticle they like, extended mag. It's all really personal opinion, but that kind of just goes to show how unbalanced this game is. For anybody to use the FAMAS in this game, it's fairly easy. To be honest, it's not that hard to do. Just for the fact that it is an awesome gun. There is some recoil that it goes to the the upper right of your screen, but if you can avoid that and get used to that, that'd be awesome. Now, when you are playing in a playlist like this, I do know they have the competitive playlist on the Xbox Live playlist as an option for you guys. When you do play something like this, you're gonna see ranges of guns from everything. For instance, you're seeing me use the Galil right now. There's the Kaparis on the screen. There's the Commando right now. There goes the FAMAS. You know, it's just all these different types of guns, and you know, there's not really too many kill streaks. And the Dragunov just popped up. I mean, who would use the Dragunov? I don't even know if that's legal in Major League Gaming, or the playlist that they have set up. But you know, when you play this type of game, every gun is used, and that's really an interesting part, you know, because everyone, you know, doesn't really get the concept that there are some guns that are really powerful. Now think about if everyone used the FAMAS. I mean, that wouldn't be very fun to do, you know, in my opinion, but people don't realize how good that weapon actually is. Now, the Galil is a really nice weapon in itself. The AK-47 is a really nice weapon in itself. You know, there is a lot of great weapons in this game, but the FAMAS is definitely something that's very overpowered, and watching the MLG event, I could definitely notice that. Now, it's going to be pretty interesting to see because, you know, speaking of MLG and, you know, everything that's going on, it's really going to be interesting to see if Modern Warfare 3 makes a push into MLG. Now, Modern Warfare 3 is probably one of the biggest talks this week at E3, as along with probably Battlefield 3 and Halo 4, I believe, is coming out, and also a Halo anniversary. So that's going to be really interesting. So I'm not exactly sure what's going to happen with Modern Warfare 3 if Infinity Ward is going to try to push and you know, become compatible with the MLG settings and a lot of the MLG players, because I'm just not exactly sure what they're going to do. But it's going to be really interesting to see, and I really hope they do. It's pretty unfortunate, though, that the MLG has moved on to the PS3 rather than Xbox. Halo will always be on Xbox, obviously, because Halo is a Xbox-only game, and they're definitely going to keep continuing that series just because of the fact that you know, Halo is one of the more popular games on the system, and it really does draw a lot of people to Xbox Live and MLG as well, and some of the players on that are making a great living. So you know, I really hope Call of Duty does make a, you know, a big burst onto the scene. Black Ops has definitely shown that and improved that, but you know, I just wanted to talk about really, you know, the comparison between the competitive playlist and this. It's really only FAMAS in the competitive playlist, which is pretty crazy, but I definitely like seeing the, you know, different variations of guns in this. Now, one thing I did notice in this gameplay is, if you guys remember, you might have to rewind this video, but I had a chopper gunner at the beginning of the game that I never used, and for some reason it went away. I definitely got 2 chopper gunners, I believe. I'm not, you know, I'm watching my video as I commentate, so I'm not sure if I'm going crazy or whatnot, but I'm pretty sure I got a Blackbird chopper gunner, Blackbird chopper gunner. Now, you know, I don't remember exactly, but I'm pretty sure I got it, and for some reason the chopper gunner went away. When I was playing this game, I was like, you know, I got 2 chopper gunners. I'm gonna do great. I got 2 chopper gunners. You know, it's gonna take up a couple minutes of the gameplay, and I used 1 chopper gunner, put out the Blackbird. Tried to use another chopper gunner, and it wasn't there. I was like, whoa, where'd it go? You know, it's like, kind of like a magic trick, I guess you could say. So if I did miss a chopper gunner, that's really weird. That's the first time that's ever happened to me. I'm not exactly sure what went wrong there, but other than that, I have no idea. So you know, like I said, I was talking about Modern Warfare 3 and the you know, the entrance into MLG. We're gonna see where it goes. E3 is, you know, still going this week. So like I had said in my previous videos, I'm gonna try to find out as much information as I can on those videos for you guys. You know, they do have the press conferences that are going on, being, you know, live streamed, and you know, stuff like that, and they do have other commentators finding out information because they are attending E3. So as soon as I can get you guys the information, I will definitely be more than happy to do that. You guys hopefully are just as excited as me for Modern Warfare 3. Black Ops has been a great game, and it's definitely going to be a great game for the remainder of the summer and all the way into November. But Modern Warfare 3, you know, Modern Warfare 2 is one of the most hyped games ever to come out. I remember being at the midnight release. It was absolutely insane. They had a tournament. The line was so long. I didn't even go to school the next day. Honestly, I got the game, came home, game till about 7 or 8 in the morning from 12 o'clock with all my friends. And we actually didn't go to school. So that game was being hyped up so much. And now, since this game has been leaked and everything, this is probably going to be the most hyped up game ever, right next to its counterpart, Modern Warfare 2. So it's going to be really interesting to see, and I cannot wait for some more gameplay footage to come out on this game. Really what they had in the first trailer was the campaign mission. You could see, one of my friends pointed out to me that they have actually like dual scopes. They had a red dot with an ACOG on the side, so you can switch. So, you know, it's going to be pretty crazy if they add like a variable zoom aspect. you know, for a sniper or something, you're going to be able to switch from variable zoom to ACOG or something. Like, it's going to be absolutely insane. And during the gameplay, I did see that they're bringing back the P90. I'm really excited about that. I do know they brought back the P90 in Modern Warfare 2, but they kind of nerfed it a little bit. It wasn't that strong. In Call of Duty 4, it was one of my favorite guns. You guys probably know about that because I always mention it, especially in the gameplay when I did use the P90 in Modern Warfare 2. But that was one of my favorite guns, so I'm really excited about that. Looks like the 74U is making its return as well. You know, when Robert Bowling was playing it at E3, he was able to pick that up in the campaign mission, and the level that he was playing actually looked like it was happening in Manhattan. So for any of you guys that do live in Manhattan, that's going to be pretty sick. I mean, if you do live in an apartment or in a rural area, you're going to just look out your window and be like, whoa, you know, that stuff's being destroyed in a video game. That's ridiculous, you know. Some of the things that these guys do are crazy. So, you know, I'm just as excited as you guys are for it. But that wraps up this gameplay. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Did have one of my better games, 66-4, pretty good. If you guys did like this video, please make sure to subscribe to my channel. And thanks, guys. Bye.